5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm John Miglosh for the Wisconsin DMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Well, stand by. We got a real barn burner article that came out today in the Wall Street Journal. Today, I wanted to mention that Bob Bly is offering his business-to-business marketing handbook, and he is offering that free at bly.com, B2B handbook. And you can download that. 10 ways to increase landing page conversion rates, 6 keys to more compelling B2B offers, and best practices for B2B lead generation. Okay, so that looks good, and I think that's a good thing. And Bob, I've worked with Bob. In fact, I worked with Bob and Donnie Beaver all together years ago, but still. Okay, and here's from the Wall Street Journal. So online brands, this is e-commerce companies. Companies built by e-commerce, online brands, are trying something new. And some of them are trying mail. And this is in the Wall Street Journal, okay? Paul Ziobro. And so selling online this is one of the great points that Paul makes. Selling things online is easier than ever. Standing out to shoppers is harder, right? I mean, you got a little shop on Main Street. Now 2 more shops move in. Now Walmart moves in. Or before that, Ben Franklin. Or before that, Kmart. Before that, JCPenney. Now it's Walmart. Now it's Costco. What happens to your little shop? The same thing is happening on e-commerce in the online world, except that you're competing with the entire world. Can you imagine? How hard is that? I mean, it's impossible. Right? So customers seem to have a hard time. This is Kevin Stecco. He's got a He-Man t-shirt, and he says that He-Man is, he's having trouble getting through the search engines. He says, even when I pay per click, my ad gets covered up by people paying more for for something, a t-shirt related ad comes up on top of it. He says his ad appears beneath ads from competitors. Can't spend enough. This reminds me of the Yellow Pages. I knew a Yellow Page salesperson for a while, and he said, "Yeah, we go to company A, and then we go to company B, and we would company A would have the second biggest page, and say, you could do better if you got a bigger Yellow Page ad." And so they'd say, "Okay, let's make it 20% bigger, in this edition." And then we'd go over to company C and say, they're gonna pass you. I just talked to them, and they're gonna increase their ad by 20%. Well, we better increase our ad. We still want to be the biggest. And they would just inflate the thing. Well, that's what's going on in digital. Sorry, I'd hate to break it to you, but that's what's going on. It's getting harder and harder, and you as a merchant know that. Okay. So this guy says, let's try this, a novel solution, a paper catalog mailed to thousands of homes. Now, he only mailed about 120,000, which is about half of what I would have recommended if he had any money. If he had enough money to try something, because that would allow you to try some rented lists, try a variety of things. If you wanted to grow, you need about 5,000 minimum per list. So 200,000 gets you, whatever that is. 40 lists or something, gets you a pretty good test. But, you do what you can do. And if you don't know anything about launching catalogs, then feel free to give a call. I'm on LinkedIn. That's probably the easiest place to find me. Okay. The lower entry barriers in online advertising are making it harder for existing and new sellers to cut through the crowd and find more customers. So here's a picture of his catalog, wild and crazy. Not only that, but further down in the article, or farther, I suppose we could say, I don't know, that's a little bit of a tough one. Down in the article, he says he's actually selling the catalog online, and people are buying it. It's one of his hottest items right now. People are actually paying money to get the catalog sent to him. How cool is that? He's all excited about that. So I think he's got a hit. I wish we could find out how it works, and so maybe I'll reach out to Kevin. Maybe he's on LinkedIn. Okay, so people are trying printed catalogs There was another article. Rick Watson, he's starting cooking thermometer, uh, a cooking thermometer company, and he is launching it mainly by building a mailing list. He says he's he's cultivating a mailing list of interested customers by leveraging his reputation in the cooking world and creating content for platforms like YouTube to drum up interest. Okay? The bar has become a lot higher to become unique. Now, there's one other issue I wanted to talk about from Kevin, if I can find. This is some of his items here. He says one of his recent ads got knocked off because he says his Mr. Stecco's Mrs. K, this is Ariel K, she's doing customer acquisition with a catalog. And she said she sent out several million new households, okay? Her cost to acquire customers has fallen, right? Because they stopped doing all that digital. Mr. Stecco says his acquisition costs have actually risen due to rising digital advertising costs. The saying in digital is whoever can spend the most wins. Sounds like that Yellow Page salesman, right? There's a picture of his catalog, okay? But like I said, he only mailed about 120,000. Now, the other annoyance, and this is one I want to finish with, is that from time to time, his ads on social media platforms are flagged by automated systems for policy violations. For one example, a shirt celebrating wrestler Sergeant Slaughter, I could see where that might get flagged right off the bat. The guy's name, Slaughter. Sounds like violence. References a move called the Cobra Clutch. Apparently, it's a wrestling move that the guy likes. And the ad got blocked. My wife had a bunch of clients on Facebook get blocked because they are drug companies. They're selling drugs. They're talking about medical terms. Yeah, they're local pharmacies, for heaven's sakes, and they've been in business for 60 years. But some algorithm flags a word, and then she has to fight it, and she fights it, and then they let them back in, but it's a pain in the neck. Okay, so he hopes his catalog mailed out last month to 100,000 past customers plus 15,000 potential. See, that's just not quite enough of a valid test, but anyway. He says he doesn't think the postal service, will shut them down. It's one of the few advertising options where a random algorithm issue can't shut you down completely. What a great idea. And the catalog, which includes a $7 credit and a poster by a respected comic book artist, is also for sale on his site and has become a hot item in its own right. What great news. Now, you already knew this, right? One of the agencies who was on the meetup last month said their number one call, or it was 2 months ago, that was Jeff, I hope he comes back. 2 months ago, he said, our number one call as a direct agency, and he's out in San Francisco, he said our number one call these days is, we grew through digital, we can't seem to grow anymore. Can we do mail? What a great call, right? That's Mike Gunderson's agency out in San Francisco. So, great news. We track it. Thanks again to Chuck Moyer for sending it over to us. Have a great day. Mail is the most cutting-edge media today. Oops, I whacked my microphone. Mail is the most cutting-edge media. So come to the meetup, and we'll talk mail, and we'll talk direct marketing, because you don't want to just sell a mailing like Kevin bought. If Kevin's serious, he's going to have to do multiple mailings. He's going to have matchback analysis. He should have split testing. He should have a number of things. And I could make some comments about the cover of his catalog and probably a lot of the creative. And you can make your mistakes, Kevin, or you can get somebody who's been doing it for 40 years. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, I found out on LinkedIn that shares count like 20 times more than comments, and comments count 20 times more than likes. So for heaven's sake, comment and share. Bye-bye.